industry.
I bet. And Harris tweet as well.
Yes.
So it became really cool.
I don't know if there was a ripple effect with the Stetson as well, but...
I mean, I'm sure.
Yes.
Maybe in America?
Maybe. All you Louisville people out there, do some Stetson research. Before we begin, I have to ask, is this a wig, or are we going to pull this off or anything on stage, or is this real hair now? Okay.
This is real hair, so if you try and pull it off, it's really going to hurt.
It would be really awkward, really fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, you've been a busy person. You've got Guardians of the Galaxy coming up this summer, right?
Yes, it's very exciting. 1st of August.
As well as taking over a Reddit AMA, which you did masterfully.
Oh, thank you. That was exciting to me. I wasn't so familiar with this Reddit. And then I received a lot of Cadbury's cream eggs today, so I realized that a lot of people must read it.
You know, those things can go horribly wrong.
Really?
Yeah, very mean.
Well,
but,
really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You were a champ on that.
Oh, thanks.
All right, so, you know, I have to say, like, we were talking backstage. We met in New York City many years ago, I think at the Paley Fest.
Yeah.
You know, before you first came to Comic-Con, before anything. So looking back now, what are your thoughts? Did you ever expect Doctor Who to be this kind of crowd in the US, or?
I mean, I never thought that there would be a hall full of this many people to listen to me talk about something. So that's really cool.
It's super cool, and actually these people out there do have some questions, and I know, but not as scary as perhaps Reddit questions. But so okay, we have two microphones in the room. There's one over there, and then one over here. We're going to just alternate with some questions. Please be kind to your fellow con-goer and keep the questions nice and short, and actually make them a question instead of a statement about life. So. Yes, it happens quite a bit. There's a lot of story sharing. So yeah. So I think let's start over here. Do we have someone up at the mic?
We can't up there.
Apparently not. Okay. Yes. Hi.
Sorry, I don't know how to word this. My friend Maddie couldn't make it today, and she's really the whole reason that I'm a Whovian. So I was wondering if you could say hi to her.
Her name is Maddie.
Maddie? Yes. Can I come up there and take video?
Probably not come up here and take a video, but you can shoot it from there.
Okay, just give me a...
Wait, just to clarify, Maddie, like Maddie.
Yeah.
Great.
Maddie.
That's how with the accent.
Okay.
Just now.
Hi, Maddie. It's Gillan here. I can't believe you're not here.
Question is actually a video question. Hi, over there.
My question is this. Besides Amy and Rory, who is your favorite companion?
You know what? My favorite companion is Clara. I was always really hyper until Clara came along. I think that she's the most wonderful, amazing actress and so versatile with all those different roles.
All right.
Super.
You know, I do have to ask, as far as like, you know, your own personal nerdiness, you told me at one point, I think it was at a Comic-Con, that you were super excited to meet Brent Spiner.
Yes.
Did that actually happen?
It happened, and I took a picture, and I think it's on Twitter somewhere. If it's not, then I'll put it on. And it was really exciting because my mother saw it, and that was the moment where she was most proud of her daughter.
That's how she knew that you had arrived.
Yeah. She's the biggest Trekkie in the world.
That's cool. What did he do? What did he say?
He was really nice. I don't think he really knew what was going on. Like, they like brought him into a room for me. I was like, what? Data delivered to me.
High-speed data delivery. Yeah, it was a bad joke.
How do you feel about playing Nebula, a bad guy, in Guardians of the Galaxy?
That's a great question.
Very, very good question. It was really exciting for me to play a scary person, and I shaved my head, which was a really scary and funny thing to do. It's hilarious for all of my friends. Beep. But it was really fun to play a bad guy. I've never done that before, and I had a lot of fun with the character. You'll see.
When you first got the job, did they also hand you this big marble Bible and say, okay, here's what's going to be happening in the universe, and here are the things to know and not talk about?
No, actually, I took it upon myself to be the Infinity Gauntlet, which I really got into. It's amazing. But I just get another credit for that.
I think that and then the data thing gets you extra nerd points.
But no, I think, no, they didn't really give me any research materials because it's definitely like a new version of the Guardians from the comics. But I actually signed up before I even read the script, so that was scary, but really exciting.
Sweet. Hi.
I know you're a big Star Trek fan. When your head was shaved for Guardians of the Galaxy, did you ever think of calling up J.J. Abrams to sing about maybe playing a female version of Captain Picard?
I didn't know where you're going with that question, but I'm glad you asked.
I mean, oh my god, he's one of the best captains, it's true. I just feel like if I do anything after Patrick Stewart, it's never going to look good. Like, there's just no way.
How was your engage?
Huh?
How was your engage?
My engage?
Yeah, like engage, like engage.
Engage. Okay. Engage.
It was still pretty good. Hi.
Okay, in season 6 of Demon Run, one of my favorite, how did you feel playing Amy when you found out your child turned to you?
Actually, that was kind of, I mean, it's a really kind of dark topic if you think about it. And I had to play the truth of the situation, which was really bizarre. But in terms of shooting that scene, I mean, it was just really weird. Like, I had this big sort of balloon under these blankets, and then it just turned to goo all of a sudden, and it kind of gave me a little bit of a shock. It was kind of more funny than anything else, and I know that's terrible.
Did in Oculus, which is coming out April 11th, did the scary scenes for that, like, did Doctor Who prepare you for filming any of the scary kind of moments in Oculus?
Doctor Who has prepared me for definitely acting of nothing. We've gotten really good at being scared of tennis balls. We'll never go to Wimbledon. But no, it definitely prepared me. I feel like I was just able to like get into the zone of like being really scared, whereas like before Doctor Who I'd probably have to work up to it.
What is your most favorite episode of Doctor Who?
Ooh, ever? I mean, of what I worked on, probably the 11th Hour, because it's just special to me, because it was our first episode. And I feel like there's like a certain magic to that episode. And also, I just love all the scenes with my cousin Caitlin, and those are my favorite scenes that I've ever seen in Doctor Who.
Who played the young Amy, right?
Yeah.
Louisville, you're a bunch of mushes out there.
I know.
Big hug. Over here.
Okay, if you were another character in Doctor Who, who would you be?
Oh, that's a really good question. I've never been asked that before. I mean, dare I say Rory? No. That would be really weird. Maybe like, ooh, a fun part. That was really loud, sorry. Maybe, Idris. The female incarnation of the TARDIS.
That's a good question. I like that. Hi.
What was your favorite scene to film in Doctor Who?
Ever. There's so many. The one that's just popped into my head right now is in The Beast Below, where we were on a whale's tongue, and I just remember me and Matt spent all day in this goo, and there was real cabbage in it, like actual real cabbage. And we were like, what is this? It was so fun.
Cabbage.
Like, real cabbage.
Why cabbage?
I don't know, you couldn't even see it. I think they just did that to us.
I mean, I guess like that's good motivation if you want to be disgusted, but
And we were.
yeah, cabbage.
Yeah.
It's a secret of Hollywood or
Yeah.
of you and Matt actually attended a performance of Once with Arthur Darwin, right?
So I've been, not at the same time as Matt,
Oh, okay.
but we've both been on separate occasions.
So when you see him on stage, first off, I know you're Scottish, but how was his Irish accent?
It was very good. Yeah, impressive.
When you see him on there singing, and it's on stage on Broadway, and you know, Matt's been working on a film, did stage show, American Psycho.
Saw both of their shows. I was very proud. It was like a proud mother.
Do you feel, I mean, yeah, that's actually what I'm building up to. Do you feel like you guys have kind of grown up together and come a long way all together as this team?
Completely, because we all started on the job at the same time, basically, and when we started on the job, obviously our lives changed because we were filming every day in the same place, but also our lives changed just because we became really well known in the UK almost instantly, which is a really weird thing to happen to your life. So like we sort of would look at each other and we would be the only people who really understood what that felt like at the time. So we kind of formed this really strong bond, and then we all grew and all of that during the show. And then I went to see them in their shows and I felt so proud of them. They did very well.
Where was I? I think over there. Hi.
It is my niece Aubrey's 12th birthday, and she's very upset she didn't get to meet you. Will you sing her happy birthday?
Sing her happy birthday?
Only if everyone joins in with me.
I think that's a brilliant plan. Okay. On the count of three, right? 1, 2, 3. Sing, Louisville!
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Aubrey.
Aubrey,
Happy birthday to you.
Has this kicked off a trend of everybody having a birthday now?
Yeah.
Sir, is your name actually Aubrey? Hi.
Hi, Karen. I'm over here. Hello.
Waving a hand, everybody.
I'm from WCCR down in Southeastern Kentucky, and I know as a fan I've learned lots of life lessons from Doctor Who.
Oh, good.
So, what is your big life lesson that you feel like you've picked up from Amy?
I mean, from Amy
Yes, from her.
in particular. I don't know, I guess probably, I feel like with Amy's character, she went on a huge journey in terms of how she's figuring out how she felt about her husband, which was the most interesting part of the character to me. I mean, she was kind of reluctant to commit herself at the beginning, and then she realized that and then she was left with the choice at the very end. And she made the right choice. So I guess that's a good moralistic message for maybe when I have a husband. She has husbands.
Or when you travel through time and space.
For that, you know, yeah.
If you were to meet the Doctor in real life, could you be friends with him, or just the fact that he lies a lot and is not always to be trusted? I mean, could you be hanging out with him?
Yes. So, a little white lie if I get to travel through all of space and time.
Fair enough. Hi.
Hi. On the set of Oculus, did anything really scary or really funny happen?
Well, we laughed the entire way through the film. It was just the funniest thing ever. I don't know why, it's just the people we were working with. And there was kids on set, so we were making it fun for them. And then we watched it, and it's so scary. I mean, I was like genuinely scared. I was like, how did that happen? We shot it in Alabama. We went to New Orleans, and that was kind of scary, just because it felt all voodoo-y.
Voodoo-y. You actually have a very long monologue in Oculus, right?
Yes.
It's like, what, how long?
I think it's like 13 minutes of just me talking, which could be grating on one's ear, I don't know. But it was a challenge because it wasn't even like, there was no conversation or emotional aspect to it. It was very much like a presentation with dates and facts. So that was really hard to learn in an American accent.
Yeah. Who was your ideal American accent that you targeted?
I didn't copy anyone actually. I just kind of went to a dialect coach and tried to create my own voice, but just in American. I didn't want to copy someone's voice. That feels like a weird thing if I just came out with like an impression of someone.
Especially if it was like John Wayne or something.
Yeah.
Hi.
Before we all sit back in time, how did you feel?
When what, sorry?
When you were sent back in time?
When Roy.
Rory.
When Rory was sent back in time.
Christmas special.
In the Christmas special.
The Christmas special. Where both our memories are really bad right now. But Rory was.
Angels Take Manhattan.
I see what you're talking about, exactly. Yeah, it was really, really sad when he got sent back in time. It was a really sad thing to happen to the characters, but they managed to work it out in the end, I guess, because she went to join him, as she should have done.
It was like a happy ending, right?
I actually see it as a really happy ending. It's sad because she has to leave the doctor, but it's happy because she's where she wants to be.
Yeah. Cool. Hi, over here. Thank you. That was a really good question, by the way.
Thank you.
Hi. What was the hardest part about playing Amy's character for you?
So when you're playing a character in Doctor Who, you're put in a lot of situations that aren't necessarily things you have experienced in normal life. So to understand those and make it believable is probably quite a difficult thing, I would say. So yeah, and also, you know what's really hard? Throwing yourself around the TARDIS when it's not really moving. I mean, you really have to just commit to it, and like there are injuries, you know, but it's hard.
See, that's yet another thing you could talk to Brent Spiner about.
Yeah, exactly. We have that in common. I should just start doing it.
This is why I'm not on the Enterprise or the TARDIS. Just be an inflatable noodle man. Hi, over here.
How were you introduced to Doctor Who?
So my very first memory of Doctor Who is the scarf, is the Tom Baker scarf. That's as far back as I can remember.
You just like to applaud random items and clothing.
So that was my earliest memory, but my mum was really excited about it when it came back in 2005, and that was my real introduction. I started watching then, and dipped in and out because she was watching it all the time.
Have you met fellow Scotsman David Tennant?
Yes, I have. I worked with David Tennant in an episode called The Fires of Pompeii.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Pompeii.
But no, it was really fun actually. I got to go to Rome and I met David Tennant and Catherine Tate, who was really exciting. Honestly, I would just watch them because I didn't have that much to do in the episode. I would sit on the set and just watch them. And I remember thinking, like I was watching Catherine Tate and thinking, she's got the coolest job ever.
And future Dr. Peter Capaldi was in that episode.
He was as well, yeah. Weird episode for future, yeah.
Future, yeah. Over here.
Hi. How emotional was it for you when you left the show?
Very emotional. It was maybe the most emotional thing that's ever happened to me. Sheltered life. But it really was. Like, I mean, God, I was saying goodbye to some of my best friends in the whole world. And although we knew we were going to keep in touch, it's also never going to be like that again. And that was so sad. I remember. And the very last scene that we ever shot all together, all three of us, was it was in The Power of Three, I think it was called. They keep changing the titles all the time. And we had to walk into the TARDIS, and all three of us sort of looked out heroically, and then just one by one went into the TARDIS. And then we were just in total darkness, and we all just hugged gently. It was the saddest moment ever. It really was.
Did it take some decompressing or some downtime afterwards to kind of readjust to
normal life?
Yeah.
I think I ran away onto a film straight away, but that was probably a good way for me to deal with it, because going back to normality after that is just like, oh.
You're not traveling through time.
Yeah, this is rubbish.
Welcome to my life.
Hi, Karen. So Matt Smith online one time complained that you're naturally good at like everything, since you beat him really bad at bowling.
Oh.
And so I was really curious with the new Guardians of the Galaxy movie, how you took to like all the action sequences and how you felt about them and how they went, and just if you could just demonstrate, that's fine too.
And demonstrate like ass kicking or something? I'll be getting big. Why not?
I mean, if necessary, I'll do what I have to do for the comedy.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to probably put a nix on the demonstrating, but the action sequences, I think, is a good question.
Well, it was really challenging. Guardians because they're very serious about their action sequences, and they have to be, you know, really, really on point. And so I had to train for 2 months for that. Every day that I wasn't filming, I would learn how to punch and kick and work like cool weapon things. And it was really, really challenging. And then I had to work with Zoe Saldana, who is just naturally amazing at that, whereas I look like spaghetti trying to fight someone. So, I mean, but she came in for 2 rehearsals and nailed it. I was like, oh my god. It was really fun. I feel like I can actually defend myself now.
Were you able to interact at all with Michael Rooker in fight scenes? Because he's, of course, in the movie as well.
Rooker is a legend, by the way, just as a person. I never got to actually do many scenes with him, but I'm sure he's amazing as always, and his personality is just so funny.
Yeah, that's true. Hi.
Hi. I wanted to ask you about what kind of acting tips did you learn from Alex Kingston when you were working together with her?
Alex Kingston, she's a pro. She's really amazing, and she's been doing it for so long. She's mastered the art of acting for a camera. And yeah, she's, I would say like, I mean, half of it, acting, I swear, is just being relaxed in front of the camera, and that's exactly what she is, and she delivers every time, and she's just got this amazing voice anyway. So it's just like anything she does sounds good. But yeah, it's probably just, I guess, like, and she's very professional. I learned that from her. Like, she's, you know, she conducts herself very well.
And one more quick thing. I know you like historical photos, and I work at the Louisville Free Public Library. I'm a librarian. We have an exhibit on right now of the tornado, 1974 tornado that went through Louisville.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and can I give you the newsletter?
Of course, yeah.
Thank you. Some reading, yeah. Yeah, we can applaud. Oh, well, that does make sense. Yeah, I know, sorry. We take it back. We're terribly sorry. We're horrible people. But let's take a question over here. Move past the tornadoes.
Have you been friends with the little girl who played Amelia Pond?
Aww.
A little bit. That's a good question.
That's a very good question. Yes, I'm friends with her because she's actually my real life cousin. So we see each other all the time on family occasions. And I buy her gifts for her birthday. I like to do that. I like to buy her ridiculous things that she won't appreciate yet. Like really expensive presents.
How old is she now?
She's like 14 now. It's so scary. She was 9 when she did Doctor Who.
Oh.
I know.
Yes, we got a lot of people. That was a really good question. What was it? I mean, was it mind-blowing when you first saw yourself in action figure form? And I guess you're about to see it again with Nebula.
Yeah, like it was the weirdest sensation of my life to see a doll of myself. And now I have like 2 different ones. Oh, sorry, action figure.
What's the difference?
Is it because you have loads of dolls?
Action figures.
But yeah, to have multiple action figures is really cool.
Have you seen the Nebula one yet?
Not yet. I hope there's one because I don't know.
I think there's one.
Hopefully.
I think there is one. Yes, sir. Or ma'am, or whoever's over there. I can't see.
Darkness.
Or maybe there's no one. Is there anyone? I honestly can't see, so if you're not there, okay, I'm talking to a ghost.
Oh wait, there's a person. It's a doctor.
Oh, are you nervous?
It's okay.
It's okay. Breathe. Okay.
He's dressed as a woman.
All right, it's coming. I know there's a question there.
I need to be nervous.
All right, I'll tell you what. We'll come back to you because we are on a limited amount of time. So we'll come back to you and let's just jump over here real quick.
On your first episode, what was your favorite scene?
On the first episode.
You're getting hyper specific, sir.
First episode, would be the 11th hour, I think?
Yeah.
We didn't shoot it first, but I guess technically that's our first one. And my favorite scene in that is probably the scene in Amy's garden, just when he invites her into the TARDIS for the first time. And then she walks in, and then I do like this stupid face where I'm like... Which I've been made fun of ever since by Matt. It was the lens.
What memento did you walk away from set with?
Like a little souvenir?
Yeah.
I took the binoculars from the TARDIS. I just took them.
Alright, you're ready, Sarah. I know, I can feel it.
What was your favorite episode of Doctor Who to shoot?
Favorite episode? Okay, so the 11th hour was really special because it was like a magical time. But also, I loved shooting The Girl Who Waited because I got to play two versions of my character. Which was really fun. I had to age up and find out that I don't age that well, so I'm really happy with myself.
I think I saw a cosplayer out there dressed up as your version.
There's one out there, yeah.
That's really cool. Oh, right there. Hello. Oh, yeah, there. Hello. Hi.
A lot of past people have returned to the show. Do you plan on returning to Doctor Who at some point in the future?
Am I planning on returning?
Just a cameo.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I said no before and then totally returned. So don't even trust anything I say. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like now the character has been sort of put to bed. And I also don't want to keep popping back because I want people to be able to go back and watch the stuff that I did in it and that time and know that, still be sad by the goodbyes and everything rather than being like, oh, she's going to come back in a year. But I mean, so I said I would return and then I did, but that was because I had to. I wanted to so much to go back for Matt's last episode. And I think Stephen Moffat just brought me in so that I would just be on set with him in that weird, weird time. Just to be there for him.
Yeah.
Aww.
Just speaking of Moffat real quick, I mean, he gets a lot of guff using an old-timey phrase. Guff, yeah. I don't know. I just transitioned into a 70-year-old man. So guff. For his writing of women characters, and yet you disagree with the guff that he has received.
I don't understand any of this guff. I don't.
One does not always understand guff.
I don't know, especially this guff. I mean, he writes amazing female characters. I have people coming up saying, like, thank you for portraying a really strong character. It really affected my life. And that really wasn't me, that was Stephen Moffat. He wrote everything that I said. So it's like, I don't really see that. I mean, maybe because my character liked to wear miniskirts or something, but I'll tell you that was...
Fans of miniskirts in the audience, probably not cheering for the same reason you cheered for the scarf.
Trousers on Paul.
But I'll tell you, that was nothing to do with Stephen Moffat at all. Like, he didn't even know I was going to be wearing that. And he was like, what? Like, there was also one time when I wore something, and he was like, this is too far. This is gratuitous, and you need to stop.
And I'm wondering if they can Hi.
Besides Doctor Who, what's your favorite TV show?
Ooh, what's my favorite TV show? Okay, so there's my favorite TV show growing up, which is nothing really sci-fi related, but it's Friends. And I've just been shooting this pilot for ABC on the Warner Brothers lot, and every time I put my foot on the ground, I'm like, I'm on the same ground as the Friends cast was. And it's just amazing to me. It really is.
So shooting a pilot, so you're open, obviously, to go into serial TV again?
Yeah, I was like, it would have to take something really special for me to commit to that length of time again. And I was like, I'm not going to do it, absolutely not. And then the script came along and I was like, oh, okay, it was really good. It's funny, I played this like horrible, narcissistic, social media obsessed girl who doesn't really have any friends. And she tries to rebrand herself as a nicer person.
Would you, I know you're a fan of Community, would you ever want to do a
That would be so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Inspector Space Tiger, which is weird because people now dress up as Inspector Space
I know, I'm like, wait, how far removed is this from the real thing now?
Has there been any conversation with Dan Harmon? I mean, I know they're probably wrapped up their season. We don't know if they're...
I don't know. Not from me, anyway.
All right, put it out on the internet. Karen, Community. Hi, over here.
Hey, Aaron, how are you?
Hi.
Aaron, this is John Macaluso, the CEO and Chairman of Wizard World.
Oh, hey, John. I didn't even say who it was.
I just want to tell you, we get a lot of great guests, but when we get beautiful, smart, friendly, and terrific with the fans, we just all need to applaud. We just want to thank you very, very, very much for coming to Louisville and giving us all a great panel and a great time today. Thank you.
No, thank you.
Okay, I got one over here.
Hi, my name is Avery, and Karen, because of you and people like you, it's my goal to try to be on Doctor Who and be part of something that has impacted my life so greatly. So what me and my twin sister Mallory were wondering was, what's it like knowing that you have impacted so many people's lives so greatly?
Oh, thank you, first of all. That's a really difficult thing to comprehend, actually. I hope that it's just been in a positive way, in which case, yay! I mean, yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've definitely watched TV shows growing up and they've had a huge impact on my life and you know, just affect your emotions and feelings and make you feel better half the time. And that's exactly what I think entertainment should do for people. So that makes me really happy. Thank you.
Thank you. And I am getting the time cue, so I think that this is going to be our last question. So, hi there, how are you?
Hi. Who is your favorite doctor?
I'm sorry, Guff.
Okay, right, genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, it's Master. I don't have to say that anymore. But I truly think that he gave my favorite representation of that character. They were all good in their own ways, but he was born to play that character. The way he is in real life, he's like a bumbling English gentleman / little boy, and he speaks really fast. It's perfect.
All right, one last question. Hi.
Hello.
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 Hi.
My name's Treese.
Hi.
Hi.
Well, what do you think is the scariest monster on Doctor Who?
That's a good question.
Okay, well you get this reference from me like, I don't remember.
Alright, now I get to ask the ultimate last question.
What is it?
Well, it has nothing to do with Guff, or dolls. But, obviously you're doing a lot of events out there. I just want you to compare these awesome American fans to perhaps British fans and Whovians across the pond. I love them all.
Are you creating a competition between nations? American fans are so wonderful because you're all really expressive as people. So like you applaud scarves and you know all the time. And that is really exciting. So all of the screenings that we've ever done in America have always been our favorite because you react to things, whereas like British people like quietly appreciate things.
Even when you were filming Angels Take Manhattan in New York, people showed up in droves.
Oh my god, we shot it in Central Park, and I'm going to say Perk, I'm talking about friends. Central Park, and there was hundreds of people, and like we were getting chased by like mini TARDISes, and TARDISes, TARDI, I don't know.
Awesome. All right, guys. This is bringing us to the end. So